Thanks for watching another episode of Mortality in Gaming. Today I'll be showing you how to take on and kill a Snatcher in Horde Mode. But just remember, if you like this video, subscribe and like the video down below for more gaming content. For this video, I started on wave 10, meaning I don't have my overkill, which I usually like to use when I'm actually going to kill a Snatcher. I start instead with a Snatcher shotgun and a Retro Lancer, but because I am a scout and I have shotgun damage rank 5 equipped, I will use a Snatcher instead to kill the Snatcher. When fighting a Snatcher, it is important to remember that the Snatcher has 4 attacks it will use, one of which is an execution, but it can be countered. It just can't be countered by the player who is being executed, but I will go into it more in depth later. The Snatcher can be damaged from any angle with any weapon, but it is always recommended to use the weapon that your class gets a damage boost from if applicable. The Snatcher's weakest point is the stomach, so always try to inflict the most damage here. The first attack that the Snatcher will use are his front legs. He will raise his front end into the air, slamming down on the player. This will cause 2 things to happen. If you are too close in the vicinity of where the Snatcher slams down, you can be instantly downed. On higher difficulties and waves, you will want to avoid it completely, but it is easy to avoid as well. As soon as he lifts himself into the air, just roll yourself in the opposite direction. The second issue is when he slams down, just like the carrier, he will cause a shockwave to shoot out in front of him, stunning any player that gets caught in it. The second attack the Snatcher will use is shooting acid out of his mouth. The Snatcher will always shoot acid at the player or structure of a base that is nearby. On higher difficulties and waves, it can cause damage extremely fast to the player or buildings, so it is critical to stay out of the puddle of acid. The third attack that the Snatcher will use is shoot a spike out of its tail. This attack has unlimited range and cannot be dodged or countered. The only way to avoid it altogether is to hide behind cover. Unless you are a scout with health boost level 5, it will always down you. On higher difficulties and waves, even a scout with rank 5 health boost can be one-shot, so it is best to avoid this attack altogether on higher waves. The fourth attack that the Snatcher will use is it can only be used on downed players. He will suck the downed player into his stomach. The player will only last so long in the stomach until he is absorbed by the acid and killed. Other players can counter this execution by shooting his stomach. If enough damage has occurred to the stomach of the Snatcher, he will release the player onto the ground. One final thing to remember while fighting a Snatcher is he has the ability to jump completely across the map if the player is too far away from him. This can cause a Snatcher to flank an unexpected player, so always try to maintain where the Snatcher is on the map and you will not have to worry about it. But just follow these steps and you shouldn't have any problems defeating a Snatcher. So keep killing those Snatchers and I'll see you on the battlefield.
Loaded.